Yeah, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe to the channel. We'll be taking a look at this tank today, the Standard B Prototipo B, the Tier 9 tank in the Italian/European factory. And I must say, I'm really liking this little beast. It looks good, has a wheel on the back of the turret, as you can see. It has a strange engine deck, which is something to take into account, because if you're driving away from an enemy and you want to shoot them, and then you rotate your turret around, you can't shoot over the back of your tank. That's just not doable. You can also see what I'm doing in terms of consumables, provisions and ammunition, just usual stuff basically, everything to maximize the gun, to maximize the possibility of hitting tanks. You can't fit a adrenaline pack, you have to use speed boost because it's an auto reloader. And my equipment loadout is like this: calibrated shells, as you can see, improved modules, improved optics, enhanced gun laying drive, no need for added armor because you don't have a lot of armor. User assembly, improved control, consumable delivery system, no high-end consumables. This is the consumable delivery system, but I'd like to be able to use them a bit longer. Toolbox and a vertical stabilizer. So yeah, without any further ado, let's hop into the games. And it's good pointing out at first that I recorded these replays yesterday, which was Tuesday, day before update 7.1 hit. Had a few games before patch day, just playing the tank a little bit, and to be honest, I did grind this one during all the events, in a bit of ratings battles, I think, maybe actually even gravity mode. But this is not a tank that you should skip. This is not a tank that you should skip to just go towards tier 10 as quickly as possible. So I'm going to show you how to play it. And if you like these kind of reviews, please help grow the channel a little bit by subscribing, by leaving comments, by leaving a thumbs up, by telling me what type of reviews you want to see, what types of tanks you want to see. Because I like doing this kind of stuff, try to mix it up a little bit. But as said, you should not skip this tank. It's a really versatile medium/light tank. Why am I saying this is a light tank? That's pretty obvious because of the armor. The recent WZ113 versus Object 268 video, which will be linking in the top right corner of the screen, that one had a Standard B that got shot by the WZ with HE straight through the front plate. That guy was not happy at all. Like at all. And then he started complaining in the chat, gold noobs, yada yada. Dude, you got shot with HE through the front. That's what this tank is known for with regards to armor. I mean, the sides are paper, the lower plate is paper, the big HE shells will punch through. Tanks like this guy, I'm trying to poke over here to see, he's still looking, yes, he's still looking, not going to do anything. Tanks like that will punch through as well with the hash rounds. But you've got a nice hash shell as well, so we're going to shoot this AMX once, here we go, and twice. And can we feather another shot in? Yes, we have one in the magazine, APCR, here we go, thank you! We got a first kill on the AMX 5100. And we're getting rushed by this Centurion 7/1, and I was hoping he would make a wrong turn and just drop off over there. He didn't do that, so we now have to fire on the reload, as you can see. I'm still trying to keep him locked in place, basically, trying to figure out if I can shoot the lower plate. I would have been able to shoot him through the lower plate with an HE shell, but maybe I took some unnecessary damage over there. But the tank is down anyway. We got some assistance damage, as you can see. 2k damage, cost 2.1k. That's all looking well and good. We've lost a bossy, that's unfortunate. But I'm just sitting here now, waiting for my magazine to reload. This is one of these auto reloader tanks, and I've covered that in the Pantera video as well. This is practically the same type of gameplay. And that means that if you can find the time to reload your magazine, you should do so. If you have shots of opportunity to whittle down the hit points on the enemy, do so as well. But what I wanted to see here was basically that little notification in the middle of the screen. AMX 5100 kills the IS-6. That's good, because that means I can now go onto the hill. Why didn't I help the AMX 5100? I knew I was spotted, that SU-122-54 had me spotted. So if I was sitting over there, he could not move. And we can now shoot this Pantera. Thank you. There we go. Player underscore number thingy is down. And we now have map control. How do you have map control, Martin? Reds have got B and C capped. There's nothing you can do. 3 tanks unspotted for. I know. But our AMX is making a beeline through red spawn straight to cap C. Reds have just captured C, which leads me to believe that's probably the wallet breaker over there, the VK168, who's now spotted by the AMX, and there he's just trundling forward, as you can see. The Borsig is unspotted, but he's probably in our spawn now, so we're just gonna roll around the cap, try to kill that VK, and just as I wanted to go in towards the VK, we respot the SU-122-54. We can't do anything but take a shot and rush in. Luckily, he bounces. We've got 3 shots in the magazine. There we go. Thank you very much. You have to have a bit of luck. I admit that. This one was a bit lucky with this bounce. But the rest was pretty well played. Especially trying to get the shots in on the AMX 5100, using the maximum gun depression on the tank. Which is not bad at all. It really isn't. I mean, 10 degrees of gun depression, 20 degrees of gun elevation, with that slightly frontally mounted turret, that is just really fine and dandy. But as said, you have that strange engine deck, so you can't shoot over the back of the tank. Thank you, Borsig, for giving us 5 kills. That's really good. 4.1k damage dealt, 420 blocked, as you can see. We got a Reaper medal, Redley Walters, first class on this top tier match. But 4k, I'm happy with that. I really am. And this included 1 donut. So, in that regard, really good work. What do you have to work with then? In terms of penetration, I'm using the calibrated shells, as you could see in the beginning of the video, giving me 252 on APCR, 325 on heat, and 116 on HE. That's really good. You could maybe use the improved ventilation, but using the improved ventilation, I mean, the DPM isn't spectacular to begin with. You could get a bit more in terms of view range, but I want to maximize my firepower. Especially in maps like this one, or in a lineup like this one. This is not ideal. This is not ideal at all. They have a Jagdpanzer E100, they have a Motion, they have some very big tanks, some big armor. Plus, they have a T-57 Heavy and a Progetto. Those 2 tanks combined are big trouble for me. And then add a Sheridan into the mix as well. And our T-62A was making a bit of a pressure towards the middle, and then decided to go into the fortress area. And I'm not happy with what is happening here. I don't want to push, and I can't find the shot on this Progetto, so I'm relocating ever so slightly, just trying to find a different angle. We're going to shoot him, yes, so we're going to bounce, so that means we can't do anything here. We have to relocate, get 3 shots in the magazine. They are pushing, the T-62A is going to go down. And I want to go towards this flank and hopefully get a different angle on these tanks over there, sitting over there. Maybe shoot the Sheridan for a bit. But there's just not enough tanks spotted at the moment for me to be able to relocate towards the north. And our team is just... they're in the heavy alley, just sitting there trading damage. We can shoot this guy once, yes, thank you, and twice, yes, thank you, 353, that's a good roll, and 1 more, yes, lovely. But then the Progetto kills the T-62A because that guy pushed in too aggressively, got stuck behind the building. There was nothing that he could do, and there's nothing we can do now, so we have to run away. Hopefully don't take one of the airs from the Sheridan or the Jagdpanzer E100. And we just have to go in now. We just have to go in, try to clear the E75 and Motion for a bit, and then hopefully our team will push in as well. But they are caught in a massive crossfire, as you can see. They're finally pushing in. We're going to ignore the Motion for a bit first, and then shoot the E75 once, twice, and 3 times. Thank you. And now we have to wait. And this is not an ideal situation. I've used my magazine. This is the worst possible reload on the tank. This is the worst DPM, at least I think this is. This is an assassin type of tank. This is not a trader's tank, but if you must, then you shoot trade. So we can shoot this Motion once more and then turn on the spot, and then he is going to get shot in the side. Thank you. And maybe we could have stayed over here and not take damage from the tank, but this guy had to go down. And I want to roll in, but as soon as I see my teammates and the the hit points they still have, I already know this is a lost game, because the Reds have got a T-57 Heavy, they have a Jagdpanzer E100, they have a Sheridan, a Progetto at full health. just scavenge a little bit more in terms of damage. We're going to shoot the WZ-120 just once more. Here we go, thank you. A little bit more damage, but that was all she wrote. And then you get this arrogant snot-nosed kid. I truly hate this. Easy. Screw you. I really hate that. I hate that more than noob teams. I'm not kidding you. I gave him a provocative communication. I don't care if that system works. I mean, military honor is stupid, but crying out loud, rubbing it in like that, just stupid. But you can see in terms of damage, we did alright. Maybe I should have gone towards the northern part of the map, but I don't think it would have made any difference. 3.7k damage. I'm happy with that. And then we have this little game. Again, it is a bottom tier game, as you can see, on an open map. And I was thinking about pushing into the desert towards Sea Cap, and then I noticed we had a Kranwagen on the team. And I'm testing the Kranwagen myself, and we all know that's going to be an auto-reloader. That has been confirmed already by Wargaming on several instances in the games, or in the games on the social channels. That means he's got 3 shots in a magazine at, I think, 400 alpha per shot. That's a tank to support. It's a hull down heavy as well. We all know the Kranwagen from console and PC, so I want to support him. And there's 2 tanks spotted in the desert. I'm taking this position over here because you might be able to sometimes spot heavies that make a beeline through the gully. Not going to happen here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All tanks are spotted. We should go in now. We have to make ourselves useful. And as soon as we poke, we get spotted. Hello IS-8. Once lucky bounce from the Object 40. I think he bounces on the front plate. That's practically the only type of armor you can really create bounces with, because that front plate, it's not thick like at all. Or maybe he shot me on the gun mantlet. I don't think he would have been able to, yeah, he would have been able to punch through. I really think he would have been able to punch through. But we had 1 bounce, lucky, and we can feather 1 shot into the IS-7, lucky as well. And then we have 1 more left in the magazine to shoot the Sheridan, and I'm just running away. I shot the Sheridan but not the deputy. And I'm running away. I'm trying to help that guy over there, and I'm looking at his hit points and thinking, nope, nope, ain't gonna happen now. And that was a good thing, because the Progetto cleared the Sheridan, and the red Sheridan is still on the cap. On B, that is. If I had gone into the desert, I would have been toast. So what we're gonna do now here, we're gonna just go in all guns blazing YOLO Rambo style, straight through the pack of red tanks, shoot that guy once more. That one bounces, that's unfortunate. Another one in the low plate, thank you. Roll over here, yes, yes. Don't ram into the IS-7, thank you. Can we go through? We're getting shot once more, that's annoying. But now, we've got them caught in the crossfire. This guy, the IS-7, can side scrape whatever he wants, but I can shoot him up the ass just fine. And once I've got 1 more in the magazine, we're going to shoot the IS-8, clear a gun, thank you. And then we're going to start working on this IS-7. Here we go, yes, reload, reload, come on gun, reload, reload. We're going to punch this one through, yes, no, that one bounces, that's unfortunate. And he is down, that's good, that's good. This IS-7 is going to shoot me because, well, he can penetrate me, no problem whatsoever, no questions asked. This is a track shot, thank you very much, he repairs, and I didn't quite anticipate that. So that's why I decided to go forward instead of reversing. But we're now going to shoot him again, bounce on the lower plate. But this is done by the shouting, at least for this IS-7 that is. And I had already seen the Progetto rolling in, the Progetto capturing C and the Sheridan rolling in. So we're just going to poke ever so slightly. The Kranwagen says negative to me, but I wasn't going to rush in. I was hoping that guy would rush in and take the shot. Yes, he does. So we can shoot the Sheridan once. And here we go, twice, thank you. And we don't clear him, because we got a just under average roll, which is somewhat annoying. But anyways, the tank is down. We've got 4 tanks versus 1. This one is in the back. And also, talking about in the back, I think I'm going to keep this tank. I really, really like it. This ticks all the boxes for me. You just look at the mobility. It has a great gun. It has got gun depression. It doesn't have monsters armor, but I like tanks with not that much in terms of armor. I'm a guy that likes tanks that are mobile and have good guns, etc. And the Object 40 talking about this Progetto being on CCAP, we knew that already. Didn't have to give it away in global chat. That's also kind of stupid, something I hate. People telling me easy, after the game or stuff like this. And now I'm just rushing in, I'm yelling over here to myself, mine. Yes, come on, shoot him, guys. Can we shoot him as well? We can. Here we go, ram kill. Boom! Nice one to have. Nice one to have. Another first class performance. But we got a ram kill, we got a kamikaze, as you can see, 4,000 damage dealt again. So there you have it, guys, Standard B. Great tank. Leave your thoughts in the comments below about this tank. And as always, I'll catch you all tomorrow again. Cheers, happy tanking, thank you for all the support, bye bye.